Buckle up, because we've got a major upgrade to show you today.
I don't know, it's not going to change all aspects of the way we RV, but it's going to have a huge impact.
One that's going to change how we travel in a pretty significant way. This isn't a small tweak. It's the kind of change that affects every single day on the road. But first, we need to talk about the comments. Because lately, some of them haven't just been critical, they've been flat out nasty.
We did not expect or anticipate the level of hate that we received from some people.
And instead of pretending that they don't exist, we're going to address it. What's fair, what's not. And wrong assumptions about our motivations,
Right.
our beliefs, and how we actually think about it behind the scenes. Big upgrade, big conversation. Let's get into it.
Here's what we drove 3 hours to do today. Ready?
Hey buddy, you ready to go outside? No? Is it too early? Yeah.
All right, so now that I've had my first cup of coffee and my shower, I'm finally ready to talk to you guys. And I want to show you the latest addition to our RV life here. And this thing is a life changer. But let me give you a little background on this first. So like many of you guys, we're not capable of making it through the morning without our coffee. But no matter what kind of coffee we bought or how many times we cleaned and descaled our coffee maker, the coffee was just not good. It was bitter, it tasted burnt, and it just wasn't something that I enjoyed drinking. Candace puts a bunch of frou-frou stuff in her coffee, so she didn't really notice it as much, but I drink mine black. I like black coffee, and it just wasn't good. So a couple of weeks ago, we were in the grocery store, and I decided to pick up one of those containers of cold brew coffee. And let me tell you what, guys, if you have never had cold brew coffee, it's freaking amazing. So we started looking at how to make our own cold brew coffee, and I'm sure there are several different ways you can do this. I don't know. But the way that we decided to go is we went out and bought ourselves a big old coffee press. And this thing it's not as easy to use as your automatic coffee maker, but the coffee that this thing makes is 10 times better than what was coming out of our coffee maker. So we make the coffee the night before. I don't remember the ratio that we use on this thing, but we make it the night before. We grind up our own beans, we fill up the coffee press, and then we put it in the fridge overnight. We usually do it at about 6 to 7 o'clock at night, so it's sitting in the fridge for probably 12 to 14 hours, just doing that slow, cold steep in the refrigerator. And then the next morning, we simply fill up our coffee cup about halfway with the concentrate, and then we top it off with water, and then we stick it in the microwave. We nuke it for about 2 minutes, and it's ready to go. And it can be kind of a pain in the neck, especially when you're trying to clean this thing out, because, you know, about the bottom quarter of it here is full of coffee grounds. And obviously, living in an RV, you don't want to put that stuff down your drain. It's just going to mess up all kinds of stuff. Anyway, it's not quite as easy as an automatic coffee maker, but like I said, best coffee I have ever had. All right, so enough about my coffee rant. Just wanted to share that with you guys. If you're a coffee fan and you've never had cold brew coffee, you should probably give it a try. So anyway, I got some stuff to do. We've got a long day ahead of us, and well, we'll explain that here in just a little bit. It's only just about 8 o'clock, and it's not even a travel day.
It is way too early for these two to be up, dressed, and ready.
Yeah, so again, it's not a travel day, but we got about 6 hours worth of driving to do today. We're gonna keep you in a little bit of suspense, but let's just say it's kind of an exciting day, and we're doing something that's gonna really, I don't know, it's not gonna change all aspects of the way we RV, but it's gonna have a huge impact.
And it's also going to be an expensive day.
Well, it's going to be an expensive day too, but it's really going to change for the better the way that we RV. Not entirely, but
not entirely.
It's going to have a huge impact. So let's get this show on the road.
Yeah.
we got some time to kill here on this drive. I thought we'd address some nastiness that we've gotten on our YouTube channel lately.
Yeah, some viewers have not been very nice.
Or just flat out wrong about some things. So I'm here right now to mark our channel safe from misinformation, lies, and just general idiocracy, I think. So we did a couple of videos recently that really struck a chord with some people.
Didn't think they would.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that there was going to be some discussion, but we did not expect or anticipate the level of hate that we received from some people.
And wrong assumptions about our motivations,
Right.
our beliefs.
But we were talking about products that we believe that every RVer should have in one of the videos. Another video was just kind of a research and fact finding on the whole Battleborn issue. And to be clear here, we have no association with any of those products that we were talking about. We don't receive any kind of compensation from any of those manufacturers. Mm-hmm. Nothing, not one penny.
Nope.
So part of the problem is, though, that I think that a lot of viewers tend to think that every time a YouTuber promotes anything,
or just says the name of a product,
right, that we're in bed with those brands, and that's simply not true. Now, we have done videos, and we'll continue to do videos where we do have deals with the brands, but we're very, very choosy about who we choose to partner with and what products we promote. We get tons and tons of offers all the time.
Yes, and we make it very clear in those videos that, hey, we received this product, and this is our review.
Right, but I would say 90% of the offers that we get, we actually turn down.
Yes.
Because it's either a gimmicky product or there's just something about those products that we don't like.
They either don't match how we travel or they don't match the RV lifestyle, period.
Anytime we mention something, don't assume that we're in bed with these people, because for the most part, we're not. And if we are, we will tell you right away.
Yeah.
So here's I think my overall message that I want to get out there to people is it's okay to disagree with us. It's okay to have a differing opinion. That's fine. And we welcome that.
Yes.
But there's a couple of things that I would say about that. So number one, there's no reason to be nasty.
No.
If you can't make a comment without being nasty, just don't make a comment. Just scroll on by. The next thing is watch the whole video, for crying out loud. So one of our videos, it was very obvious that people didn't watch the whole video.
And one of the viewers actually made the comment. We said, hey, you obviously didn't watch the whole video. Like, we addressed this, blah, blah, blah. And he came back and said, okay, I just went and watched the video and, now I see,
Right.
So watch the whole video. Like, you can't make a judgment within the first 30 seconds and call us out on something when more than likely we discuss it later on. We answer it. We talk through it.
Right. Yeah. Watch the whole video. And then number three, if you are going to disagree with us, you should probably know what you're talking about. So I had to tell this to several people. If you're going to disagree, which is fine. Mm-hmm. Again, we welcome that. We'd like to hear from all of our viewers. But if you're going to comment and disagree in one of our videos, at the very least, this is what you should do. Pick your favorite AI app and type your comment into that AI app first and just see what comes back. Now, I'm the first to admit that AI, obviously, it's not always right. Mm-hmm. But generally, for the things that we discuss on our videos, AI is pretty spot on a lot of that stuff, on most of that stuff. So just realize that, when I'm talking about technical, all the technical stuff that I talk about in our videos, I do a lot of research.
A lot.
I do a lot of research. So the least that our viewers can do is, if they're going to disagree and make those comments, do a little research.
Yeah.
That way we can have an intelligent conversation about it, rather than just spreading misinformation or, like I said, idiocracy. But anyway, the biggest thing that really turned us off was just the nastiness from some people who, again, didn't watch the whole video. They're just very emotional about topics and not really willing to look at facts and hard data. It was a rough couple of weeks because of that. Now, on the flip side of that, there were a lot of you that made great comments and really contributed to the conversation, and we really do appreciate that. And I would say overall, most people received those videos in a very positive way, and it was helpful to people. And I assume that those are the people that watched the whole video and kept an open mind about things. So anyway, enough of that soapbox. We got another hour and a half drive to get to where we're going here, but at least we're not towing a big rig today. As you can see back there, we are empty.
We do have Mr. Wicket. He's not quite sure what's going on. The cats aren't with us.
Plus, we woke him up really early this morning, and I made him go outside before 10 a.m., and he was not happy about it.
No, he had to go out before 8 a.m. That does not happen.
No. And this is his typical response to the first walk of the day. He is so freaking lazy. Are we going? Huh? Come on. Let's go. You gotta force him to go out for the first time every single day. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Come on. Come on, let's go. There you go. Good job. He's the type of dog that he sleeps into bed with us, and he will lay in that bed as long as one of us is in it.
Yep.
And then when we get up, he just goes to either the couch or the love seat, and then he goes right back to sleep. And it's almost impossible to get that dog off of the couch before about 10 a.m. I think if we were towing today and we went through our normal routine to get on the road like this, he'd probably be passed out by now. But you can see he's not sure what's going on. All right, another hour and a half till the big reveal.
And now we have a traffic jam, so wish us luck.
All right, big reveal. So here's what we drove 3 hours to do today. Ready? And there we go. So second vehicle, which is really gonna change. Like I said before, that's really gonna change kind of how we RV.
Yeah.
So what do you think so far?
Oh, she's purty, and she rides so much better than the dually.
So that's really why we did this, because we are sick and tired of driving that stupid dually around everywhere we go. For those of you who know, you get beat to crap in that thing.
Yes, and finding parking in like downtown areas or like small towns can be really difficult.
Yeah, so the only damage we've ever had to the Silverado was in Nashville. We're just north of Nashville now, but a couple years ago we were in Nashville and tight parking, and somebody nailed us as they were pulling out and left some good marks on that truck. So anyway, that's why we're doing this. We're sick and tired of driving that stupid dually around. And this truck, we also wanted to be able to do some off-roading in, out west when we're out there in Colorado and when we get out to Utah, and the dually's just not a good option for that.
No.
So I don't know if you guys know this or not, but duallies are terrible on wet grass, for crying out loud. So we'll be able to get some good four-wheeling out, or some good off-roading out there. So now we got another 3-hour trek back home. Yep. And so we got to stop and get something to eat, I think, because I'm starving.
Got to make sure we're awake for the drive back.
Got to make sure probably have to pick up some more coffee. But anyway, we're going to head back, and I guess I'll let you drive it, and I'll get beat to hell going down the road. So anyway, so we're at Wyatt Johnson Hyundai in Hyundai Mazda in Clarksville, Tennessee. A really good experience. Now, we didn't really have to haggle over the price. That it was a good price on the truck, but it was a good experience.
Yes, our sales guy was super nice. So if you're ever out here in this area, this is a great dealership. This was a great experience, possibly one of the one of the best
Yeah.
car buying experiences ever.
Of course, it's still a dealership. You're still dealing with all the paperwork and stuff. I was thinking in there as we were going through all the paperwork and just this whole process. You know, I used to be a recruiter for the Navy, and I'm pretty sure I could get somebody in the Navy faster than I could get them into a new car. That's ridiculous, but at least it's not as bad as buying a cell phone, right? You could spend all day in a Verizon store. So anyway, we're gonna hit the road. We will see you guys in a little bit. Call Candace Dice Mobile.
Hello.
Hi. So how about all that traffic, huh?
Yeah, I love traffic.
Rush hour coming out of Nashville. Never ever will do that again.
Yeah, that was gross.
And I don't know where they're all going because there's nobody out here. It's just highway to nowhere.
Yeah, where are they all going? But where are they all coming from?
This is why we don't go out at rush hour. So how's the new whip? Isn't that what the cool kids say nowadays?
I think so. I don't know if maybe that is like yesterday's term, but yes, it drives like a dream, smooth as butter. So nice.
Yeah, it's funny how we're really just going from one truck to a lesser bouncy truck. It's not even going to like a sedan, and we're like, oh, this is so nice. Meanwhile, I'm getting beat to hell. Thank you very much.
Bet you are.
The road's all right now, but I hit a couple of spots where I thought I was gonna break a tooth. Well, let's see. I think we're still like an hour and 15 minutes out, so I guess we got separated and you're behind me, but I will see you back at the rig. Don't wreck my new truck.
My new truck.
All right, bye.
Bye. Hi.
What a day, huh?
What a day.
10 hours since we walked out the door this morning.
Your
10
dog is so ready.
hours. Oh, there he is.
Come on, buddy.
Hey, buddy, what are you doing, dude, huh? Huh? What are you doing? You ready for dinner?
Do some dinner.
Yeah? All right, let's go get some dinner. Okay.